Hello everyone, it's Fun Math. Today, I have another interesting math question. The problem seems a bit long, but you don't have to read it all now. I will explain the problem from now on. Imagine a long yellow rope. The current length of this rope is the circumference of the Earth. We could wrap this rope around the Earth just fine. Of course, it will be wrapped just right so there is no gap between the Earth and the rope. At this point, let's say the length of the rope increases by exactly 1 yard. And let's wrap that rope around the Earth again, parallel to its circumference. You can imagine that the rope is longer than the circumference of the Earth, and that the rope is floating above the surface. Now here's the question, can the cat get through this gap under the rope? The answer is, yes, the cat can pass through below the rope. Have you ever thought to yourself, how did a cat get through that narrow gap? If yes, listen carefully to the explanation of the answer. In fact, this problem was a very simple one, asking about the relationship between the radius and circumference of a circle. You only need to know one formula for the circumference of a circle, which you learned in school. The circumference of a circle is 2 pi times the radius. When we rewrite this equation for the radius, we can write it like this. The graph will be drawn like this. The slope of this graph is about 0.16 yard, which means that when the circumference increases by 1 yard, the radius increases by 0.16 yard regardless of how large the current circumference of the circle is. Therefore, the new rope circle has a radius of 0.16 yard larger than the original circle, and it will fall that farther away from the Earth. That's enough for a cat to pass through. If the problem was a question asking about the concept of a circle, like this, you would probably solve the problem without much difficulty, like this. How is it? Do you see the point of this problem now? This problem challenges our intuition and logic. It's my favorite kind of problem. Many of you might have thought that because the original ribbon length is so long, adding just 1 yard wouldn't create a noticeable gap. The Earth's circumference is about 25,000 miles, so what's 1 yard? If you thought this, you fell into the trap of the large number that is the Earth's circumference. I hope you enjoyed the logical journey and realize that this is the joy that mathematics gives to you. I'll be back in the next video with another problem to bring you joy. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps with making of these videos.